Wishing to interest their audience, the authors of this series set the task of making it as interesting and exciting as possible in absolutely every episode. But still, why was it able to gather around itself so many intrigued viewers? First of all, shows like this one have it all. From delightful characters and a twisted plot, to humor and unexpected endings. Secondly, watching TV series is a great distraction from life's problems. They just give us a good time. Such series are easy and relaxed to watch. They draw in from the first minutes of watching. And the storyline does not sag and does not seem drawn out. Each episode becomes like a separate work of art. The upcoming premiere has a high expectation rating, and the creators have already announced the exact date of the release of the new episode. The show of the episode should be expected on July 10th. This day can immediately be circled with a red marker on the calendar. The upcoming episode can impress not only with a great cast, but also with an interesting storyline that will be completely consistent with the characters and images of the characters. If you would like to watch something exciting and interesting, then this series is exactly what you need. When a movie fails to make its budget, it can have serious consequences for everyone involved. First and foremost, the studio that produced the film will take a financial hit. They've invested millions of dollars in a project that hasn't paid off, and they'll be scrambling to recoup their losses. This can lead to layoffs, budget cuts, and even bankruptcy in some cases. But it's not just the studio that suffers when a movie fails. The actors, directors, and crew members who worked on the project may also face repercussions. A failed movie can damage their reputations and make it more difficult for them to get future work. The impact of a failed movie goes beyond just the financial losses, though. It can also have a profound effect on the industry as a whole. If too many movies fail to make their budgets, investors may become wary of putting their money into new projects. This can lead to a decrease in the number of films being produced, and a loss of creativity in the industry. So, what causes a movie to fail? There are many factors at play, including poor marketing, bad timing, and weak reviews. Sometimes, a movie just doesn't resonate with audiences the way the filmmakers had hoped. Other times, external factors like a global pandemic can completely derail a film's chances of success. But just because a movie fails to make its budget doesn't mean it's a complete disaster. Some films have gone on to become cult classics, beloved by audiences long after their initial release. And even if a movie isn't a critical or commercial success, the experience of making it can still be valuable for everyone involved. In the end, the movie industry is a gamble. Every time a studio invests millions of dollars in a project, they're taking a risk. Sometimes that risk pays off, and other times it doesn't. But even when a movie fails to make its budget, it's important to remember that there are always lessons to be learned, and new opportunities on the horizon. Movies and TV shows have the power to captivate us, to transport us to different worlds and immerse us in stories that we might never have otherwise experienced. Yet, as we all know, not all movies and TV shows are created equal. Some leave us feeling bored and uninterested, wondering why we wasted our time in the first place. So why do some movies and TV shows fall short in capturing our attention? The answer lies in the complex mix of factors that go into creating a truly captivating story. One of the main reasons why some movies and TV shows are boring is simply that they fail to engage us emotionally. A great story needs to have characters that we care about, with motivations that we understand and can relate to. Without this emotional connection, we simply don't care about what happens next. It's like watching a sports game between two teams you don't care about. There's no investment, no reason to keep watching. Another reason why some movies and TV shows fail to capture our attention is that they lack a sense of urgency or tension. A great story needs to have stakes, something that the characters stand to gain or lose. Without this sense of tension, there's no reason to keep watching. It's like watching a movie where you already know the ending. There's no surprise, no anticipation. But perhaps the most important factor in whether a movie or TV show is boring or not is pacing. A great story needs to be well-paced, with a steady rhythm that keeps us engaged and interested. If a story moves too slowly, we get bored. If it moves too quickly, we don't have time to process what's happening and become overwhelmed. Pacing is a delicate balance, and it's one that many movies and TV shows fail to get right. Of course, there are many other factors that can contribute to a movie or TV show being boring: poor writing, bad acting, uninteresting cinematography, and so on. But at the end of the day, it's the emotional connection, the sense of urgency, and the pacing that make or break a story. Despite the countless studies, surveys, and algorithms used to analyze consumer behavior, predicting success in the entertainment industry is a notoriously tricky business. But here's the good news: we can make educated guesses based on certain factors that have historically been linked to success. For instance, big-name actors or directors attached to a project often draw attention and excitement from audiences. A strong marketing campaign can also generate buzz and anticipation. Another factor is the genre of the production. Certain genres like action, comedy, and drama have broad appeal and tend to perform well. However, even within these genres, there can be variations in success. For example, a romantic comedy might be a hit while an action comedy might fall flat. It's also worth considering the current cultural climate. Productions that touch on relevant social or political issues often generate conversation and interest. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule. Some productions with big names, huge marketing campaigns, and popular genres still flop at the box office or fail to capture audiences' attention. And sometimes, a production with no big names, little marketing, and a niche genre can become a surprise hit. However, it's worth noting that the rise of streaming services has added a new layer of complexity to predicting success. These services rely on data-driven insights to make decisions about what content to produce or acquire. By analyzing viewership data and user behavior, they can identify patterns and trends that may indicate what audiences are interested in. While actors and actresses may hog the limelight, it's the directors who are the true backbone of any movie. They are the ones who breathe life into a script and translate it into a visual masterpiece that captivates audiences. However, this is not an easy task. Directors face numerous challenges that can make or break their movie. One of the biggest challenges faced by directors is managing the logistics of the shoot. This involves coordinating with numerous departments such as the camera crew, sound department, lighting team, and more. Ensuring that all the equipment is in place and functioning optimally is a daunting task that requires immense attention to detail. Any technical glitch can delay filming, leading to a budget overrun and an overall loss of time and resources. Another challenge faced by directors is managing the actors. While actors are trained professionals, they can be temperamental and unpredictable. Some actors may not show up on time or may not be in the right frame of mind to deliver their lines. In such situations, directors need to be patient and diplomatic, using their people skills to motivate the actors and get them back on track. Another challenge faced by directors is managing the budget. Filmmaking is an expensive endeavor, and directors need to ensure that they stay within budget while still delivering a high-quality film. This requires careful planning and budgeting, keeping a close eye on expenses, and being willing to make tough decisions when necessary. When we think about movie directors, we often imagine them sitting comfortably in their director's chairs, barking out orders to their cast and crew, as they bring their cinematic vision to life. But what we don't often think about is the immense pressure and stress that comes with being a film director. The long hours, the tight deadlines, the constant problem solving, all while trying to maintain a creative vision can take a serious toll on even the most seasoned directors. And when things don't go according to plan, the disappointment and frustration can quickly turn into aggression. They may snap at their cast and crew, lash out at the production team, or even throw objects in a fit of rage. It's not uncommon for directors to become so consumed by their vision that they lose sight of the bigger picture, and their behavior can become erratic and unpredictable. Acting is often considered to be one of the most glamorous professions in the world. From red carpet events to high-budget film sets, actors are constantly in the limelight. However, the art of acting is much more than just putting on a costume and delivering lines. It's about embodying a character, becoming someone entirely different from oneself. The process of transforming into a character can be a daunting task for even the most experienced actors. It requires a deep understanding of the character's personality, motivations, and emotions. The actor must be able to fully immerse themselves in the character's world and portray their thoughts and actions with authenticity. The pressure of performing under tight deadlines and with a team of crew members watching can be overwhelming. The need to deliver a convincing performance every time can take a toll on an actor's mental and physical health. The constant pressure to meet expectations can be exhausting, and many actors struggle to maintain their focus and energy throughout the filming process. Despite these challenges, the rewards of embodying a character can be immense. When an actor successfully transforms into a character, they bring a unique perspective to the role that can captivate audiences and leave a lasting impression. The ability to transport viewers into a different world and evoke strong emotions is what makes acting such a powerful art form. However, the difficulty of transforming into a character can vary depending on the type of role and the actor's experience. For example, some actors may find it easier to transform into a character that shares similar traits or experiences as themselves. Many actors find the process of transforming into a character to be one of the most rewarding aspects of their profession. It allows them to explore different aspects of themselves and to connect with the world around them in a unique way. The process of transformation can also be therapeutic for actors, allowing them to explore complex emotions and experiences that they may not have had the opportunity to otherwise. The movie industry is a bustling hive of activity, with countless individuals working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring stories to life on the big screen. It's a massive undertaking, and a huge team of people is necessary to ensure everything runs smoothly. But what exactly goes into the production of a film and series? A film crew is made up of a multitude of departments, each with its own specific tasks and responsibilities. From production design to costume and makeup, from cinematography to sound design, there are countless elements that need to be taken care of in order to create a successful film. And each department has its own team of skilled professionals, all working in unison to make the vision of the director a reality. It's a bit like a well-oiled machine, with each individual part working in harmony with the others. But it's not just about everyone doing their own thing. Communication is key. Every department must be in constant contact with one another to ensure everything is cohesive and working towards the same goal. And it's not just the different departments that need to be in sync. The director and producer must also work closely together to ensure the film or series stays on track and meets their vision. There's a real sense of camaraderie amongst film crews. With long hours and tight deadlines, it's important for everyone to be able to rely on each other and work together as a team. And with the adrenaline rush that comes with the excitement of creating something special, it's not uncommon to see smiles on everyone's faces, even after a grueling day on set. It's not just the actors that bring a film or series to life, it's the army of skilled professionals working behind the scenes, each doing their own part to create something truly special. It's a massive undertaking, but with the right team and the right attitude, anything is possible. And let's not forget the countless hours of pre-production work that go into a film before a single camera is even turned on. From scriptwriting to casting, location scouting to storyboard creation, the preparation stage is just as important as the actual filming. Without a solid plan in place, a film can quickly fall apart, and that's where the expertise of the producers and other pre-production staff comes in. As the filming process comes to a close, the post-production team takes over. This is where the footage is edited, special effects are added, and the sound design is finalized. It's a crucial stage, and one that can often make or break a film. In the end, a successful film is the result of countless hours of hard work and dedication from a huge team of people. From the pre-production stage to the final edit, every department must work together in order to create something truly special. And while it's not always easy, the end result is more than worth it. Movies and TV shows have always been a powerful medium of storytelling and entertainment. But beyond their primary purpose, they also have the power to influence the behavior, opinions, and lifestyles of viewers in different parts of the world. From shaping political views to setting fashion trends, media has the ability to impact our lives in a myriad of ways. One of the most significant ways in which movies and TV shows influence viewers is by creating cultural icons and heroes. These characters become role models for viewers, shaping their values and attitudes towards different aspects of life. Another way in which media influences viewers is by shaping their perception of the world. News and current affairs programs have the power to sway public opinion on various issues, from political ideologies to social movements. Similarly, fictional movies and TV shows can also create stereotypes and prejudices that can influence the way viewers perceive different cultures and races. The impact of cultural icons and heroes extends beyond entertainment and can have real-world consequences. For instance, the representation of different cultures, races, and genders on screen can influence societal attitudes towards these groups. Positive representation can challenge stereotypes and promote empathy, while negative representation can perpetuate harmful biases and discrimination. Furthermore, cultural icons and heroes can also influence consumer behavior, particularly in the fashion and beauty industry. For instance, the popularity of a particular hairstyle, clothing item, or makeup trend on screen can lead to an increase in sales of these products. Similarly, the portrayal of certain lifestyles and values on screen can shape consumer choices, such as the decision to adopt a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle. There's no denying it, actors are some of the highest paid professionals in the entertainment industry. While some actors command massive paychecks that reach into the tens of millions of dollars, others struggle to make ends meet. In fact, the vast majority of actors earn very little money from their craft, with only a select few reaching the upper echelons of fame and fortune. So what determines an actor's salary? There are a variety of factors that come into play, including their level of experience, the size and scope of the project they're working on, and even their personal brand and reputation. But what about up-and-coming actors who haven't yet achieved that level of fame and recognition? Well, their salaries can vary widely depending on the project they're working on. Independent films, for example, often have much smaller budgets than blockbuster movies, which means actors may need to take a pay cut in order to be involved in the project. And then there are the actors who work in theater, where salaries can be even more unpredictable. While some Broadway stars can make upwards of $100,000 per week, many actors in regional theaters or off-Broadway productions earn much less, sometimes as little as a few $100s per week. Of course, actors aren't the only ones earning money in the entertainment industry. Directors, producers, and screenwriters also command high salaries, and even the crew members who work behind the scenes can earn a decent living. But there's no denying that actors are the public face of the industry, and as such, they often bear the brunt of criticism when salaries are discussed. It's not just about the size of the paycheck, either. Actors may also negotiate for additional perks such as a percentage of the profits, bonuses for hitting certain milestones, or even ownership rights in the production. Traditionally, actors have been paid a flat fee for their work. This fee would be negotiated before the production began, and the actor would receive it regardless of how successful the project turned out to be. But in recent years, a new trend has emerged, paying actors a percentage of the profits. On the surface, this might seem like a fairer way of compensating actors. After all, if the project does well, then the actors who worked on it should share in that success. But as with most things in the entertainment industry, it's not quite that simple. For starters, not every project is guaranteed to make a profit. In fact, many projects never make back their production costs, let alone turn a profit. In these cases, the actors who worked on the project would be left with nothing, even if they had put in months of hard work. Despite these challenges, many actors are still willing to take the risk of being paid a percentage of the profits. For one thing, it can be a great way to earn more money if the project does well. But beyond that, it can also be a way for actors to demonstrate their faith in a project and show that they're willing to put in the hard work to make it a success. Movies and series are a multi-billion-dollar industry that captivates audiences all over the world. They offer us a way to escape from reality, a chance to experience different worlds, and a form of entertainment that is unlike anything else. However, despite the success of the industry, the question remains, do movies and series always pay off? On the surface, it might seem like movies and series are always profitable. After all, blockbuster films can generate hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office. However, the reality is that the industry is incredibly unpredictable, and success is far from guaranteed. For starters, the cost of producing a movie or series can be astronomical. A single film can cost tens of millions of dollars to produce, and the same goes for series. This means that even a minor box office disappointment or a dip in ratings can have a significant impact on the profitability of a project. Another challenge is the issue of distribution. Streaming platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video have disrupted the traditional movie and series distribution model, and while they can offer significant sums of money for the rights to stream content, the producers and studios don't always see a direct return on investment. Additionally, piracy remains a significant problem, with illegal downloads and streams costing the industry billions of dollars in lost revenue each year. Even when a movie or series is successful, the profits aren't always distributed evenly among all stakeholders. For example, actors and directors can command enormous salaries, which can eat into a project's profitability. Similarly, the studio or production company may take a significant cut of the profits, leaving other stakeholders with less money than they expected. Despite these challenges, the movie and series industry continues to thrive. The potential for massive financial returns, the allure of fame and artistic expression, and the love of storytelling are all factors that keep the industry moving forward. While some projects may fail to recoup their production costs or disappoint at the box office, the industry as a whole remains a vital and dynamic part of our culture. Movies and TV shows have the power to transport us into magical worlds of love and romance, where everything seems perfect and everyone lives happily ever after. We watch as the lead characters meet and fall in love, overcoming all obstacles to be together. We root for them, we cry with them, and we laugh with them. The truth is, movies and TV shows often distort our understanding of love and relationships. They create an unrealistic image of what love should look like and what it takes to make a relationship work. We see couples who never fight, and who seem to be on the same page about everything. But in real life, relationships are much more complicated than that. In movies and TV shows, we also see the idea that love conquers all. That if two people love each other, nothing else matters. But in reality, love is not enough to sustain a relationship. It takes communication, compromise, and hard work to make a relationship work. We rarely see these elements portrayed in movies and TV shows. Another problem with the way love and relationships are portrayed in movies and TV shows is that they often promote the idea of the one. The idea that there is only one person out there for us, and if we don't find that person, we will never be truly happy. This is a dangerous myth because it puts pressure on us to find our soulmate and can lead to disappointment and unhappiness if we don't. Movies and TV shows also tend to romanticize unhealthy relationship behaviors, such as jealousy and possessiveness. We see characters who are overly jealous or controlling and are portrayed as being passionately in love. This sends the message that these behaviors are normal and acceptable in a relationship, which is far from the truth. Another way that love is portrayed in movies and TV shows is as an all-consuming passion that takes over the characters' lives. We see characters who are willing to do anything for love, including sacrificing their own well-being or breaking the law. While this can make for an exciting storyline, it's not a healthy way to approach relationships. Love in movies and TV shows is often portrayed as a magical force that can conquer all obstacles and bring two people together in a perfect romance. We see love stories that span generations, that are forbidden by society or culture, and that overcome impossible odds. In many romantic movies, we see a formulaic storyline that involves the two main characters meeting and falling in love, facing a conflict or challenge that threatens their relationship, and then ultimately finding a way to be together. This storyline can be comforting to watch because it gives us hope that true love can conquer all. However, it's important to recognize that the love stories we see on screen are often exaggerated or idealized versions of what real-life relationships are like. In real life, relationships involve much more than just love. They require trust, communication, and compromise, and they are often messy and complicated. Filming safety is not just a matter of ticking boxes or following a set of rules. It's about ensuring that every member is able to work with complete peace of mind, knowing that their well-being is being taken care of. In the fast-paced and dynamic world of filmmaking, safety is crucial, and it can't be compromised. Think of it this way: you're on set, the cameras are rolling, and the actors are performing a particularly intense scene. Suddenly, you hear a loud crash, and you turn to see that a light has fallen from the ceiling, narrowly missing one of the actors. It's a heart-stopping moment, and it's one that no one wants to experience. That's why filming safety is so important. It's about creating an environment where accidents like this simply don't happen. It's about making sure that every piece of equipment is secure, every wire is properly insulated, and every crew member is trained to react quickly and effectively in an emergency. But filming safety isn't just about preventing accidents. It's also about creating an atmosphere where creativity can thrive. When you know that your safety is being taken care of, you're free to focus on your craft, whether that's acting, directing, or operating a camera. You can push yourself to new heights, knowing that you're in good hands. It's also essential that all crew members are properly trained and qualified for their roles. For example, Camera operators should be trained in working at height and using harnesses, while electricians should be trained in working with electricity safely. By ensuring that everyone is properly trained, the risk of accidents and injuries can be greatly reduced.